This is the Tactical Muffin Top, Muffin Top, Muffin Top. Saturday morning chat. Well, how y'all doing? If y'all see this after the live, Muffin Top is a turkey slayer for the spring season of Nebraska 2025. I got me a nice young. He's got a short beard. He must be like last year's Jake, this year's Tom, so he should be pretty good eating. He's got a short beard, nice little stout tail, but he rolled in and messed up my decoy, something fierce. So, what up, Grit and Grace? So yeah, that was the quickest turkey season in Muffin Top's life. I was out for all of about an hour and a half, so that worked out pretty good. So we're gonna throw it in the freezer. We don't like to just eat our spring turkeys right out the gate, just in case they have anything. We'll freeze them first, and then I think I'm gonna whole body smoke this one. I know by fall, usually all we can really do with them is we breast them out because they just run around so much. Their legs get so stringy they can't eat unless you smoke them low and slow for a real long time. But I think I'm gonna try and slow smoke this one, the whole thing. It's been a while since I had a whole smoked turkey, and R already wanted to smoke his. He just took the legs and the breasts off of his because he had somebody who wanted a leg, and he said, "Well, hell, if I'm going to smoke a turkey leg, I'm going to do both of them." So, what's up, everybody? Still have the rest of the day. Yep, Grit and Grace. The boy was super excited, so we're going to be going out to the farm to process and cut the tail off and salt it, and he's going to check out the turkey here. So, yeah, they're everywhere at this new spot. Oh shit, I forgot my live traps. I was going to put out live traps out there today. Whoops. Well, might have to go back. Maybe R and I will sneak out there tonight and see if we can shoot any varmints with the old thermal. What up, Bobby Bama? So, ground bird? What is this referral link thing? It's like in the chat. It's a pain in the ass. I've never seen that before. Is that new on StreamYard? I don't know. I usually don't use StreamYard. The only time I really do it's on my phone. Yeah, we got 3 watching. I don't know if everybody's caught up to date, or if anybody wants an invite to the chat. I'm just driving back home. So, what the hell? What up, Demo Man Don? I got me a turkey, bro. Got me a nice young Tom, man. He should be really good eating. They're everywhere. There's a ton of hens and stuff out there. This new property I'm on, the guy doesn't want to like shoot too many turkeys because he wants to help get rid of the ticks and stuff. But the turkeys have been eating our deer plots. We're trying to plant like the 4-season deer plots and let them take off, and then they just kind of expand. It's all around better for the environment because you get in the spring the turnip tips come up and they eat that. The deer and the turkeys both like those, and then you get the clover field. So that, you don't have horses or anything, so the clover's fine. And then in the fall, it has like something pops up in it. I can't remember what it was. But you get one of those 4-season mixes. They have like 2 things that pop up each season, and then the winter they dig up the turnips. The deer and stuff dig up the turnips, and the turnips help move the soil around and things like that. So you get some air down in there, so it all around makes the ground healthier and more fertile. Just naturally, it just keeps replenishing itself. So, SHTF, if you have a bug out location, a really, really good thing to put down because you can eat clover and turnips and whatever, oats, whatever else pops out of it, or wheat. It's really a good cover crop if you just have like some grass. I'd rather till up the grass and run that, and B, it's going to attract wild game to your area. So, everything likes good nutrients, right? So, between pheasants, quail, varmints, raccoons and whatnot, they must like something in that because they've been tearing up this last batch that we took a 4-wheeler and we got like a little mini excavator deal out there, and we run like this little pull behind deal that helps till up the soil, and then you plant it down and then go back over it and pull the dirt back over it kind of deal. But So that's like a super good thing, especially if you get like a small area that has some woods, or you buy some water or a creek or something. Like this is over by a river, so the turkeys in the fall here, they have to stay on live water because it gets so cold it'll freeze up like ponds and stuff. But in the spring they branch out to like the cattle ponds and things like that. They need the running water in the winter to keep the ice off of it, so they can't get through the ice otherwise. But, yeah, successful. I forgot my bug spray, so I had to stop at a gas station and buy some really shitty like 20% DEET bug spray for like $10, and I was like, geez, we're breaking me over the fire here. Go to open up my decoy bag, and I had a little thing of backwoods DEET, 100% DEET, and I'm like, oh well, that's my dumbass, man. You know, my problem for not opening up my decoy bag. So, oh well. Guess I got a little bit of extra bug spray that you never heard, right? But sounds good. So that is what it is. Just a nice, successful day. I plan on being out for about half the day. We got some other things that we want to get done, but there's quite a few big old bunches of turkeys, like maybe one Jake with a decent sized tom, but all the toms had a good roughly 6 to 12 hens with them, so should be a nice healthy population of turkeys out that way. Everywhere I was driving around out there had turkeys on every field that was open that you could see, and a pretty good sized tom with the crowd. So this guy rolled in with one hen, so that's what makes me really think he was a younger tom, and usually the beards are a little bit longer, so that's all right, man. Yeah, man, turkey sandwiches, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna smoke this one and might smoke it and freeze it. We do like the option of having a wild turkey for Thanksgiving, but we'll see if that delicate morsel makes it that long. It's kind of hard for Muffin Top to hold back off of some smoked meat, man. I'm a heathen like that. I want to eat that. That shit's delicious. So, yeah, if anybody wants an invite or something, let me know. I'll have to try and not get kicked off the StreamYard here while I'm driving. Just talking to myself otherwise in the chat. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. My boy is super excited to see it, so that's awesome. Get some stuff done. Might have to go get a load of wood chips since it's still early enough. Not feeling a demo. Gonna go get some wood chips. I got my cardboard got rained on that I was putting around the garden beds and stuff like that. I had my truck into the shop. I couldn't find anything wrong with it, so I guess whatever. How many? I can't read. Grace has got some stupid referral link thing. I can only read like 3 of your words. I need another comment to push you up. Someone's up early, old man about wrinkles. I've been up since 5:30, man. I usually get up at 5:30 every day. Go to bed at like 11:30 midnight. Wake up at 5:30 every day. That's Muffin Top's life. We can have one tom per tag in Nebraska, and I think you can only get 2 tags. And then in the fall, I think you can get 2 turkeys a tag, but you can shoot toms and hens. You can't shoot hens in the spring because they're raising their hatchlings, so they got to raise their babies. So it's male only in the spring. There you go. How many are you allowed to take? I think just 2 in the spring. 2 toms. And then you can get 2. I think you can get 2 tags in the fall. I usually shoot my turkeys in the fall because it crosses over with deer season most of the time for rifle. So I already have my shotgun. If I'm having a bad time, I'll go shoot pheasants during midday when it's hot and the deer want to bed down and sleep. And if I can get in on turkeys, I'll work those too. So, but yeah, usually one year I got 4 turkeys in a really nice muley buck opening day, and I was like, freezer is full. Check, please. So that was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, I worked this one batch of turkeys from one end of the draw to the other, and I crossed. They couldn't figure it out. When I turned them back around, they were going to a farm pond, and then they were going back to this really heavily wooded area that I didn't have permission to hunt. So I crossed and I started like sprinting because like there's like a mini draw on the side, so I could like run down underneath the trees so they couldn't see me moving. I I got back in front of him. So that was awesome. That was a very productive draw that day, and I knew it was going to be good because I seen a bobcat run from that heavily wooded area that I don't have permission to hunt. Oh, shit, that was my turn. Fuck. I'll get the next one. I'm gonna get that semi right here. Damn it. Oh well. Well, that's what I get for running my mouth, I guess. No big deal. It's gonna take me longer to get out to the farm. Anyway, so yeah, that was good. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, yeah. I knew it was going to be good in that draw for turkeys that winter because I seen a bobcat running, and usually the bobcats around November they like eating the pheasants and the turkeys because the corn's starting to get cut, so the pheasants start kind of getting a little bit easier for them to find. So I was like, well, there's something in here I can hunt. I'm not having any luck on deer at the moment, so I went in and followed the bobcat. Bobcats know where meat's at, man. They ain't dumb. And sure shit, he was working a bunch of turkeys, but as soon as the gun went off, he kind of got out of there. There's like a little cul-de-sac draw in this. This is a huge like hayfield draw, and like the only thing you can do with it's plant hay in the bottom. It runs the length of like 4 or 5 cornfields. It's usually we used to sit if you walk the whole draw from the beginning where I was, where these turkeys were, all the way down to where we usually park our camper for deer camp. It's like, damn, I usually only walk 10 miles on it. It's a long fucking draw. It's God, it's got to be like 10 or 12 cornfields long, and they're not all the same size cornfields. Some of them are double, and then there's a couple draws that cross between there. I mean, it's a long fucking run, and we usually tag guys out. We have 3 spots that we tag people out. We have people that walk it. We'll like walk 3 down, and then we'll have like 1 or 2 guys blocking if we're like trying to move deer. And we'll have one guy. We'll have the 3 walk down the draw, 1 on each side on the top, and then 1 on the bottom, so you can check like the fingers and stuff. But if it's hot, that year we'll run like 2 guys in the bottom, 2 guys on top, and then we'll run a pheasant hunting crew. So we'll have 2 guys take like a rifle, and then everybody else just take shotguns and hunt birds. So it's fun. It's a really good workout. But yeah, we tag guys out. We'll have somebody meet us down there with trucks and stuff, and then rotate out walkers, and then the other guys will drive the trucks over, and then they'll become the next blockers. So that's kind of your break in there. And it's man, when you're doing that when it's snowing and shit, you're walking that 10-mile draw up, and it's not just straight walking. It's up and down each finger and around the tops. If you're on top, you're walking around the tops of the finger because the fingers are big enough. Like I mean, you can park a semi in them, no problem. And they got big plum thickets and stuff in the bottom and a bunch of cedars. So like if you don't walk the edge of the fingers, you just like walk straight down like the fence line or down the field line, you'll miss a lot of stuff. So you really gotta be proactive. And if you're the guy in the bottom, you gotta walk through 10-foot tall brush, through plum thickets, through little washouts, and that's usually where you run into your cactuses and stuff that's down there. And I've fallen in a lot of badger holes and shit doing that. But Muffin Top was the young guy for a long time. And now I'm finally starting to be the guy I can walk out on the edge and let the younger people walk down the middle. But yeah, usually the dogs and the younger people walk in the middle. It's the hardest walking, and that's usually you're kicking out all the birds and stuff, so it's a lot of fun. It's good working for the dog. So it's fun. All right, good. See you, Grit. Good luck with the cattle. Demo, I see you're working. I feel you. Good work making that money. No work sucks. I don't mind work. Obviously, I'd rather be hunting. So. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. That's how we walk it. When we're hunting just pheasants or if we're hunting just deer or whatever. Usually the blocker. Obviously, you can can run back to the truck and grab whatever gun you need. So if you see a deer, you can run back and swap your shotgun out for a rifle, or if you start seeing a covey of quail get kicked up and you think they can rework it, you can run back and grab your shotgun, and it's a lot of fun. Yep. I'm glad 5 of y'all are with me, it looks like. We got Demo Man, Grit and Grace is first in here. Thank you, Grit. Camo Carl, Old Man Butt Wrinkles, and Bobby Bama. So this was Muffin Top Spring Turkey Hunt 2025. I am an official turkey slayer. So we got like the rest of this month to hunt them. I don't know if I'll get another tag and go back out or not. We'll see. But it was good. So I'm holler on the horn for everybody else to come meet me at the farm so the boy can see the turkey. He's like super excited. Mama's been blowing me up with texts the whole drive saying that, are you getting close? Are you getting close? He wants to see the turkey. So hopefully he's still that excited whilst presented with said turkey. So, Dad on YouTube, what's up, man? So, yep, we got a turkey 2025 spring season, y'all. So Muffin Top's going to be smoking that here one of these days. So pretty excited about that, and show my son how to make a turkey fan mount so he can kind of remember that. We mount the fan and the turkey beard and then like one leg so you can see like the spurs and stuff. So it's kind of how we do it. I like to put the shotgun shell I took it with, but I think it flew out the blind on the other window. I didn't find it when I was climbing down. So Bean Dog 27, hey buddy, good luck to you guys this weekend. Muffin Top got a turkey. It's your guys' turn. Maybe we'll do a surprise spring turkey hunt chat tonight. We'll see how busy I get. So I want to thank everybody for hopping in here. Anybody who checks it out, who's interested in talking about turkeys, hit me up on the Discord or in this comment section, and we'll talk turkey if it's something people are interested in. So I got it with a 3.5-inch turkey load that somebody accidentally bought, and their gun couldn't take 3.5. It's a very good advantage of having a Remington Super Mag 870, and I can shoot everything 3.5 to 2 3/4, man. So yeah, it was awesome. So deuces, everybody. Muffin Top out.